Good afternoon, happy stampers, and welcome to my happy stamping studio. My name is Judi Anderson from judistamps.com, and I'd like to welcome all my live viewers and those of you watching on replay. Be sure to drop in and say hello and let me know where you're coming from. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me today or later to do a product spotlight. Yes, every week I do a spotlight on a product and give you some tips and tricks and hopefully some samples using those products. So, are you guys all excited? Our new mini catalog is live. It went live yesterday, and I know some of you have let me know that you wanted some items that are already sold out. But no worries, you guys. Some stuff is coming in next week, so check back. And you know what? There's so many products in there, and the amount of products that actually sold out right away are very, very little. But it may seem like a lot to you because the item that you wanted was not available. But no worries. Like I said, many of them are coming in next week, and others will be in about 3 or 4 weeks. So today we are highlighting a product that so far is still available and one of my favorites for this upcoming Christmas season. I decided to highlight Christmas today so that I get you guys thinking about your Christmas cards. How many of you wait till the last minute to do a Christmas card? I know. By the time we get into the hustle and bustle of the holidays and then think, oh my gosh, I'm going to make my Christmas cards. Well, I actually start doing them in July with my Christmas in July and more classes, one a month, and we do 10 Christmas cards. So by the time November comes along, we have quite a few in our bundle. So you think July, August, September, and October, and even November. If you do just 10 cards a month, that's 50 cards that you've got. And each month it's a different design. But when you attend my classes, you can create the same design all 5 months. So you have all the same Christmas cards if you want. So keep that in mind, you guys. It's not too late to join my in-person classes. I do not do those online yet, but so many of you have asked me to do it online that I am thinking of doing that next year. So what do you say? Let's get started and check out our products for today. We'll flip you around and say hello to those of you watching. Hello, Janet. So we are looking at the product on page 28 and 29. How exciting! I get to show you the inside of the catalog. I couldn't wait for today. You know what? As demonstrators, we get this product and the catalog in our hand a month early. And believe me, it is like crazy, crazy not showing you guys because we get so excited over these products. So anyways, I am bringing you the Joy of Christmas Sweet Collection today, and samples are on page 28. I love both of these stamp sets. We're going to go over to page 29. And over here, you're going to see that the Sweet Collection contains 2 bundles. You can choose to get both bundles or be like me and get one. However, I think I'm going to get the second bundle. The Joy of Noel bundle is our first bundle, and it's a stamp set and dies. And I love this one. It goes with the mini machine, so all the dies in this one will go with the mini machine. So if you only have the mini stamp and cut and emboss machine, this would be the bundle for you. I just love how the Noel cuts out all at one time, and you can use the positive and the negative of that. And then we have some bows, or if you want to say, oh, what do you say? It's not garland, it's like um, a swag. 2 different swags and dies that go with that, and then extra berry and evergreen and some. These are little holly leaves, and then just some sprigs here. Then our second bundle is the Christmas Classics bundle. And this is the bundle that I have, and I will grab it here. And this is a great stamp set. It's a set of 15 stamps, and I'm going to show you some samples with this. And you have a happy and merry and wishes and holidays to you and yours, and deck the halls and tidings of comfort and joy and peace on earth. So as you can see, you could just make Christmas cards with the sentiments alone. And then we have that sprig of evergreen here and some holly leaves and some berries. And then this little image can go into the corners. I love this set the minute I saw it. I love the flexibility of the sentiments. So I can say Happy Christmas. I can say Merry Christmas. I can say Christmas wishes, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas to you and yours. I can also say just greetings if I wanted. I can do holiday greetings and leave off the S. So I got sentiments and by splitting these up. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the stamps. I have my season's greetings not in here. I have it elsewhere right now. I have used this set. Love it. The dies. If you love those framed dies that have little greenery going from them, this is the die, one of the die sets for you. So this one is long and narrow. It has holly leaves and berries. And you can do your sentiment in here. Then we have to cut out that sprig. So this cuts out this evergreen sprig right here, goes right around it. You can cut out holly leaves with openings in the center. This is some decorative cutouts for your cards. And here's another one here. And then we're going to go over to here, and this is a square frame. Whoops. There we go. And we have an insert. You do have an insert for this one also. It fell out. Here it is right here. So that's what you would do your sentiment on. You could cut a bunch of those out so you don't have to worry about trying to find out what size that is. We've got some holly leaves. This will cut out those holly leaves and the berries, which you could cut out the stamped berries or just cut it out of red or cherry cobbler cardstock. And then we've got these lovely sprigs here that go along. So you can enhance these frames or leave them as is. Now, when you cut these out, you're going to notice the square. The inside does not cut out, okay? So it doesn't cut here. It cuts around the square, and then you'd insert this here. Same thing with this. This is going to cut around here, but this greenery is attached to that center die there, that center piece. Okay, then in here, in the sweet collection, I don't want to show you guys my samples yet. We have, let me grab some of the items here. We've got the loose holly gems and sequins. Look at these. So you've got some musical notes in there, some holly leaves here. You've got some little berries. Let me see if okay, so this red berry here, you see the back of these are silver here. Well, they're actually red. You can use these for shaker cards. You can take your fine tip glue pen or your multi-purpose liquid glue, put some little dots on your cards, and actually glue these onto your cards. How cute. So we do have two different sizes of holly berries there. We've got the larger. Let me see if I can get some out. Grab this here. Oops. Okay. So, okay, they're not one. There we go. So that one flipped over. And let me see if I can get a smaller one here. I can see them, but getting them out is another thing. Let me see. Okay, so there's the little holly leaf. Here's the little berry right there. And let's see if I can get a musical note or two out. And then there's the musical notes. So the musical notes are actually gold, but they look a little bit silverish when I look at them also. But they are gold, so you know. So you're getting these two berries, sequins, the holly leaf, and then the note. So 4 different imagery there in these, and those are called the loose holly gems and sequins. And then we have our black and very vanilla large checked ribbon right here, very similar to our white ribbon. So it's 3/8 inch, and I think the black and white, which I just ran out of, maybe, oh, a 1/4 inch. So this ribbon is a little bit bigger. It's hard to tell on camera. So that is the suite so far. But then we have 2 different kinds of designer series paper. We've got the Joyful 12 by 12 specialty paper, and this is single-sided, so it's not double-sided, and it includes a gold foil and then a cherry cobbler and gold in there, and then it has shaded spruce here. So all the gold is like a foiling in here. And this one is the musical notes. Here are like berries, and then you've got a plaid, and then your wood grain. These would make gorgeous cards. My order hasn't come that had that in there. And then we have the Joy of Christmas 12 by 12 two-sided designer series paper. I'm going to move this out of the way, and we're going to take a look at this paper. Now, if you follow my blog, which is judystamps.com, and Judy is with an I, you would have seen my swap for the leadership conference I was just at. And I used 4 sheets of paper out of this, and the larger one of these would look like this, these together. And these have the berries and the leaves and the greenery, the evergreen sprigs in there. And the back has the musical notes. And I love this side. Then I use this side, or this paper. Now this paper doesn't have the berries, and it doesn't have the evergreen sprigs in it. But I thought it does have these leaves. I can stamp my paper to look similar to this paper because all our swaps were supposed to be the same, but it was nearly impossible for me to get all my cards out of 2 sheets of cardstock. So I stamped this up, and I'm going to share with you in a little bit what this looked like. So don't forget, you can always change your designer series paper. On the back of this is this gorgeous red and cherry cobbler pattern. I love it. Then we have another floral pattern, and this one has got poinsettias in it, red and white ones, and it's got some pine cones in it, and it is definitely a larger print than this smaller print here. Okay, so it's a larger print. And then on the back, we've got this gray and brown background that's a wood-like. And then we have another floral. But this one is all berries. You guys may think, I don't see any flowers. Well, I consider something like this a floral. And this is done in the real red and cherry cobbler. Beautiful pattern. And on the back side is a mottled green, and it is the shaded spruce. And can you see if I get too close, you really can't see the pattern, but can you see the pattern in there? It's kind of it's definitely got leaf patterns in there, but it's also kind of watercolor-ish. And then we have our ginghams. We've got our shaded spruce gingham, and on the back side, another wood pattern. Woods are big this holiday season, you guys. And then we have our cherry cobbler and real red gingham. And on the back, we have some musical notes again. Now, these musical notes are a little bit lighter. This looks like pecan pie, and see the difference there? So that's the difference. So depending on what color scheme you are going with, you've got those. And you know, music is Christmas, isn't it? We all love our Christmas carols. Comment on what your favorite Christmas carol is. Let me know, because I am going to my samples now. So let us go to our samples. And these are actually samples that I received at backstage. So I will be sharing these with you. So this first one uses the Joy of Noel here, and some of that melon mambo foil paper that you find. I'm going to show you that. You're going to find that in the beginning of the catalog with the Merry Bold and Bright collection. And right there on page 9, you will find number 4 is the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil paper. And then she used the embossing folder. I believe this is from the Berry Christmas Suite. Isn't that, what a bright card. I just love this card. And then she used some of the sequin gems. See what she put on the inside. Making spirits bright, and just a little sprig there. And that was done by Janet Whiteman. And this next one, you guys, is gorgeous too. This one uses the sprigs. And I didn't have a name yet. Let me see if there's, oh, she didn't put her name in here. Oh my gosh. So the Noel, see now in this card, they use the negative. So I am sure she used the positive on some cards also. But she used the negative there. So no waste. So, and on this one, you notice she cut a square, and then she cut her Noel from the inside. And I think this is a 2x2 square, or maybe 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. She probably made it the same size as the die. So there's a tip for you. And this one has got the swag here. She colored it with blends. And then she put a couple sprigs here and the gold ribbon. Okay. This one I think is a beautiful card also. I just loved all the swaps I received at backstage. This one is by Bonnie Johnson. Isn't this just gorgeous? So she used just a circle to form an ornament. She punched out a hole to run her gold elegant twine through. She colored the swag again, and she used the time worn after she stamped joy and peace here. But look, isn't that a gorgeous Christmas card? You could really crank those out, as I say. Yeah. So, and may the peace of the season light your world, and may your new year be the brightest. So that is with the bundle that is called Joy of Noel. Now we're going to go over to the Christmas Classics stamp set and dies. Let me see. You might be able to see a little bit better if I prop this up a little bit. There we go. It had a glare. Now, this first card, she used, I believe it's the tile something embossing folder. This is by Sharon Bauk. And she used the swish from this other set. And I didn't look this set up. I will while we're sitting here. But she used that frame and another image. And it was the swish and with the ornaments on it. So you can mix up other stamp sets that you perhaps have already or that you purchase out of the mini catalog. and mix and match your dies and your stamp sets. So I just love that idea. Let me see if I can figure out. I'm going to go to the back of the catalog and look real quick at what stamp set that is. That's Cheers to the Season on page 63. So she used this image right here and this image right here to stamp in the center of those dies. So, so cute. Okay, here is another card, and she used some of the red ribbon, some of the designer series paper, 2 different patterns, and the season's greetings, and you open it up like this. And I don't have a name on this one either. Oh my gosh, people didn't put names on them. But see, you could use all the different florals in there for the floral part, and you use very little of the gingham, so you could get lots of cards out of those. Okay, the last card is my card. Oh, you know what? Here it is. That was by Chris Waddell. So this is my card, my swap with this, and this is that paper that just had the leaves on it. So this paper started looking, let me get it, like this. Okay, and that would have been fine, but I wanted it more Christmassy looking and very similar to that other paper. So I took my evergreen little swig there and stamped it in shaded spruce, and then stamped red berries all over. I added some of our iridescent rhinestone gems where the berries would go. You could also just put red paper dots on there if you want. You could use red rhinestones. I just thought that these kind of gave it that elegant glimmer along with the sparkle without all that red. I thought that the red would get lost. And on this one, this was an extra one. So that is our Joy of Christmas Sweet Collection. I hope you guys give it a second look. And I will be giving you some other ideas on using it. And if you are attending the virtual event this weekend, actually it's Friday for us here in the States, be sure to, if you have not received an invitation, message me. If this is for my customers only, my team will get access to it after Sunday. But this is for my customers. So if you are a demonstrator not under me, I'm sorry, but you will not have access to this. This is an exclusive event for my team, but for my customers for the weekend. So if you are a customer, purchased or attended an event in the last 12 months, just give me a message and I will send you an invite because we begin tomorrow evening. I'm so excited. It starts and it's for 3 hours. I believe it's 5 to 8 Central Time. I think I'm on around 6 o'clock-ish. I believe 6 or 6:30. I'm kind of plugged in the middle. I have joined with 5 other demonstrators from across the globe to do this event, and we are bringing you some projects from this mini catalog as a walkthrough. And then we have some fun games and a fun special happening. So be sure to ask me if you have not already joined. So until we meet again, everybody, happy stamping.